Hello, graceful morning. A warm welcome to Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. Contact the Mother Shippers House in Accra. You can also join us live on YouTube on Omanfm and on Facebook on Net2 TVGH. Tune in to Omanfm in Kumasi for more Maritime and Port News. My name is Nanesi Boateng. In our stories this morning, Ghana Maritime Authority this week joined the world in celebrating International Seafarers Day. This year's celebration was on the theme, Your Voyage Then and Now, Share Your Story. Speaking at the celebration, the Deputy Transport Minister Hassan Tampuli says about 1.9 million people are working as seafarers to deliver 90% of global trade to the world's 7.8 billion population. Ghana currently has about 5,000 trained seafarers on our coast, contributing to 2.05% of the global seafarers supplier. According to him, the contribution of seafarers to the Ghanaian economy is significant and the government is grateful. He further noted that the 2021 report indicates a serious shortage of supply of officers by the year 2026, and in this regard, government is prioritizing the training of more people at the Regional Maritime University to supplement the shortage of personnel in the shipping industry. Let's listen to him.
Seafarers are essential for the safe, secure, and efficient operation of ships and contributes to the protection of the marine environment. The safe navigation ensures the continuation of maritime trade, which is vital to the world's economy. Therefore, without seafarers, the flow of goods, services, and global commerce will grind to a halt. Sustainable development goals will not be met, and post-COVID-19 economic recovery will be extremely difficult, if not impossible. Such is the enormity of the responsibility of the about 1.9 million people working as seafarers to deliver 90% of global trade to the world's 7.8 billion population. Ghana currently has some 5,000 persons trained as registered seafarers on our books. Now, this constitutes about 0.25% of global seafarer supply. Now, the good news is that Ghana is in a unique position to further increase her market share of the supply of seafarers. And I'm extremely glad that the GMA has initiated steps to make seafaring a career of choice for our teeming youth. It is a timely policy as it will benefit both the individual and our country. For the individual, it is a career that provides a solid foundation for life and offers endless opportunities to learn and develop. Ghana will also benefit from the remittance of the salaries of seafarers as they are paid in foreign exchange currencies. This will go a long way to shore up our country's forest reserves. A lot can also be learned from the seafarer model of the Philippines Overseas Employment Agency, which contributes about some $6 billion to their country's economy annually. In fact, more than a quarter of the world's seafarers come from the Philippines. And according to the Global Maritime Forum, 380,000 Filipino seafarers contributed $6.14 billion to the Philippine economy in the year 2019 alone. And Ghana must endeavor to emulate these achievements.
You heard the Deputy Minister of Transport, Hassan Tampuli. Meanwhile, the Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority, Kofi Alonse, says the Ghana Maritime Authority will continue to ensure the international standard of competency and welfare through the implementation of the 4 pillars of the Maritime Conventions. He further called on the shipping firms to support and recognize the unique contribution made by the seafarers to the world's economy and civil society. Let's listen.
Seafarers that the Ghana Maritime Authority will continue to ensure the international standard of competency and welfare of our seafarers through the implementation of the 4 pillars maritime conventions. I take this opportunity to also encourage shipping firms and companies associated with sea trade to continue to support and recognize the unique contribution made by seafarers to the world economy and civil society. Lives is either directly or indirectly affected by sea transport. To our seafarers, we continue to pray for fair winds and calm seas for you as you embark on your voyage. Thank you for your attention. Long live Ghana Maritime Authority.
That was the Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority. That was the Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority, Mr. Kofi Alonse. Now, the Port of Auckland says from July 1st, Auckland is reducing the tariff-free time from 7 days to 4 days to reduce congestion on its marine terminal and may raise penalties for containers that sit for too long. According to Danny Wayne, Executive Director of the Port of Auckland, they believe that the demurrage rates need to be higher to encourage cargo owners to move their cargo faster, hence the new decision. The Port of Auckland is not involved in assigning demurrage rate. The late fees are charged by both the shipping lines and the marine terminal when a container is not moved out of the port within the 3 days period. They said if the rate structure is changed, the Port of Auckland would join the two terminal operators at the Northwest Seaport Alliance of Seahill and Tacoma that have been charging long dwell fees since November 2021. The Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach announced surcharges in October 2021 but have continued to delay the penalty, citing progress in the reduction of containers. Container pickup is just one of the problems the Port of Auckland is facing. The Port Central Valley pop-up yards are currently experiencing a shortage of container handling equipment. According to the CNBC supply chain heat map, the port is experiencing the longest dwelling times for import containers. In other stories, Shell and CMA-CGM have signed a multi-year agreement on the supply of LNG fuel for CMA-CGM ships in the port of Singapore. The LNG bunkering will be performed by Fuel LNG, a joint venture between a unit of Shell in Singapore and a Keppel offshore of Marine, utilizing Singapore's first LNG bunkering vessel, Fuel LNG Bellina, beginning in the second half of 2023. A second 18,000 CBM capacity LNG bunker vessel is planned to come into service in 2023. Ship-to-ship bunkering allows for simultaneous operations while in port. CMA-CGM, which started investing in LNG fuel since 2017, is in the process of constructing the biggest fleet of dual-fuel LNG container ships in shipping. The company recently ordered 10 additional LNG-powered ships, bringing its order book to 69 vessels, the majority of which are planned for LNG operations. CMA-CGM also ordered 6 methanol-fueled ships, which becomes its first ship for that purpose. Shell said this latest supply agreement corresponds to CMA-CGM's 13,000 TEU ships. In our final story, the jaws of the supply chain vice are squeezing trade so tight that the headache it is creating will be a whooper for logistics managers this peak season. Port congestion is growing again as a result of labor and equipment inefficiencies. Shanghai is still in the process of reopening, and while there are more green light on the screen, the supply of drivers and people to move and make the product is slower than normal. This is affecting the delivery of critical medical devices. Unfortunately, this delay is one of many being experienced by global importers. The delay created by the latest warning strike have added to the congestion already plaguing the German port. Container ships are currently delayed by several weeks at some German ports. Logistics executives are concerned the congestion is going to get worse, as will the availability of empty containers to be filled with trade. So that will be all for this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. My name is Nanesi Boateng, my producer, Kwekwa Boji. Have a great day.
So kwan su du medie hia mo man bia nkanko e de Ghana e ko wiase na de wiase so ba Ghana Shippers Authority ani so ade hu ne se ye bebo nsu so adwadifo e wo haw bia wonam mu efri no ma ayra dia seye sika yaji wa emfa kwan so ene haw ahodo pi ye nya adaje train so adwadifo eno ma e ko se de be ya wo beti ase ye ni so ade hu ne se ye besom ni asom Ghana Shippers Authority, Ghana Shippers House, Ridge, Accra, Gapuha Towers, Tema, NCA Building, 4th Gardens, Echupe, Okumas, Takradi Shippers Center, Takradi, Yamusa Building, Sansuna Gumbihini, Tamale, Yawo Complaints Unit, Elibu, Paga, Aflau Bona, Sansuna Kutukarium Shechinabia, and Atakutel, Takradi, Fred, 0302-666915, and I toll free number 0800-300-55.
Ghana Shippers Authority, providing shipping solutions.
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boama moja dear for Sanway Padianum ye.
Do you know that 90% of the goods we consume are manufactured elsewhere and brought to us by ship? The cargo shipping industry is a key player in the world's economy, and as the world is changing, so is the shipping industry. Join me, Nanesi Boateng, from Monday to Friday at 9:30 a.m. on Omanfm as we bring to you updates on top issues in the maritime industry: the port congestion, the transit trade, the people export, revenue collection, awaiting times, and changing trends in global supply chain. Maritime and Port News is not just an award-winning news, it's an insightful and result-driven news. On Maritime and Port News, the importers, exporters, clearing agents, shipping line agencies, and consumers have a strong take. It's brief, precise, and a platform for all. My name is Nanesi Boateng. Join me on Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News, sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority.
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boama moja dear for Sanway Padianum ye.